If you feel like you're fighting a losing battle with social media, you're posting every single day, but you're just not getting anywhere, you're not growing any more following, then stay tuned because I've got just the thing for you coming up. Hello, lovelies. I'm Bethan Davis. I'm a business coach to mompreneurs who are looking to take their business up to a level where they can get more freedom, flexibility from it. So before I jump straight in and tell you how you can start winning that battle against social media, growing a following of hot leads who are just ready and raring to buy from you, there's just two things that I want to address first of all. Firstly, could you pretty please, if you're not already, go over to my channel and subscribe to my channel because I really don't want you to miss out on any of the tools, tips and trainings that I've got for you. And secondly, elephant in the room, the hair. If you've already been watching my videos or if you've been following me for a while on other platforms, you'll know that I never, ever, I don't think I've ever been online with my hair up, but I've just been outside in the garden, sunning it, which is also why I'm all shiny and oily because I've been just enjoying the sunshine with my family today. So yes, it's a little bit of a different look today. Scruffy look, who cares? So yes, now that's out of the way, please do go and subscribe to the channel. And now I'm going to tell you the 3 things that's going to make a difference to your following and the sales you're getting through your social media. So first of all, before I bullet point and tell you about these 3 things you can do, let me sort of give you a little bit of an idea of why this works, okay? The amount of clients I get come to me and they're like, oh, Beth, I can't get, nothing to work. I've been trying this. I've been doing this for years with social media. I'm posting every single day. I'm consistent. I'm showing up and it's just not going nowhere. I'm not getting any more followers. It's a really slow burn and I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then the first thing I say is like, okay, so, what are you doing to get leads into your audiences? And they're like, huh? I'd say, well, what kind of things are you doing to lead people into your audience? Because posting to social media every single day, I'm sorry guys, but it's just not good enough. When you write posts or come up with posts and you just post content every single day, it doesn't matter how valuable, how awesome you are being. If that's all you're doing, then all you're doing is showing that value and that content to the people already in your audience. So you need to do more than just posting and being consistent every day. You need to be bringing this audience in. You need to be bringing leads into your audience. They don't just come in from posting. So that's what this live is all about. I'm going to be telling you the 3 things, the best things to do then, the most effective ways of bringing in new leads who are really eager to buy from you. So you can turn your social media platforms into selling platforms, things that bring sales your way. So the first one is a bit of an Instagram really thing, something you can use on Instagram, and that's using hashtags. Now you can also use like keywords on other platforms as well, but for the sake of this training, I'll just stick to Instagram for the moment. So hashtags are something you should 100% be using on Instagram platform if you're not doing it. Hashtags are a way of dipping into other audiences full of your ideal client. So you need to start researching the hashtags, research ones that you think your ideal clients would be hanging out in, your potential leads, and you need to start, really using these hashtags. Use them consistently. You need to be using at least I'd say 25 hashtags on every single post, and don't expect to just use them and overnight it starts bringing in leads. You need to use them consistently for a few weeks for you to start seeing the change. But as long as you stick to it and keep using these hashtags, use the same ones for a certain amount of time and just then change little ones to see what works best and what doesn't work. So test out your hashtags, and the way you can see if they're working is by going into your insights in your Instagram. You can either go to each individual post and you'll see like a little insights button. You can click on there and you should look to see where the where the hashtags are ranking, it should be coming up like one of the ones at the top, like first or second. So just really look how many leads are coming in and how many people are seeing that hashtag, you know. So that's the first part, is basically the hashtags. Make sure you're using hashtags. That's what's going to bring people into your audience, because they're going to start seeing you pop up all the time. And then if they see your posts popping up all the time under those hashtags, because they're following them hashtags, then they're going to think, oh yeah, this lady, I've seen her a few times actually. Yeah, I'm going to go give her a follow. Because people take, well, it used to be like 7 touch points. Recently, I think it's gone to something like ridiculous, like 21. But people take that many times to warm up to you before they actually take that next step. So you need to be seen constantly by someone before they take that next step. So you need to be showing up on these hashtags where you know your potential clients are hanging out all the time, so that you can capture their attention, draw them in. So that's hashtags. The second one I want to address is basically a sales funnel. And again, lots of people don't like the term sales funnel. It freaks them out and it scares them. The sales funnels can be really, really simple. It's just a way of drawing leads into your audience. Sales funnels can be used across all platforms. And basically what a sales funnel does is you use a freebie, something like a PDF guide or a quiz or a downloadable, something that once you've created it can be repurposed over and over again. You use that to hook line someone. It attracts someone. So you're giving them something that you know your ideal client would really benefit from. They really want this freebie. Think of something that you can give them, you reel them in with a freebie. Now for them to get that freebie, they have to sign up to your email list, and you can also use that to like get them into a group where you can really nurture them and get to know them better, because it works so much better selling from an email list or from a group, a private group, than it does on open public spaces like a Facebook page or Instagram page. It's better to use those to advertise these sales funnels and to use the hashtags and things like that, but you're going to draw them in with a sales funnel. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that on this training. That's not the point of this training, but there is another training. You can just have a look through my videos. I've got a training there on sales funnels. Or you can even wait to the end of this video, because at the end of the video, I'll be telling you how you can get your hands on a freebie, one of my freebies, which is a 4-step guide to creating a sales funnel. It's broken down really simple to you guys, no overwhelm needed at all. It works brilliantly for my clients, and they always thank me after they've gone over this simple 4-step to creating a sales funnel, because they like been putting it off for yonks. So basically, yeah, the second point is a sales funnel. A sales funnel is really, really effective to be bringing people in. And once you've created one sales funnel, you'll start to get really good at creating them. Like I create sales funnels all the time. As soon as I start hearing, like my audience is quite large now. I got a good few thousand in my audiences. And as soon as I start hearing common themes coming up of problems that people are having in my audiences, I create a freebie, because I know that's what's going to draw them into my email list or into my group, where I can then nurture them further and get the sales. Because that's where you're going to get the sales from, is where you ask them for a sale in your email, from your email list or from your group. But you need to draw them in first and warm them up, basically. So the third point then, so the first one is basically use some hashtags. That's a really good lead generation tool. Secondly, use a sales funnel. Set up a sales funnel. That's a really good lead generation tool as well. You can just and you don't need to send them to your email or your Facebook group if you don't. That's my method. You can send them wherever you want to send them. If you use a blog to sell, if you use YouTube to sell, whatever you use, however your method is, you can use a sales funnel to draw them to wherever it is that you want to sell to them or nurture them further, whatever your process is. And the third one then, the final one, is basically interaction. The best way to bring leads in, especially organically, without being able to pay for ads or anything like that, is through interacting on these platforms. So if say YouTube, for example, you can search keywords that your ideal clients and your potential clients would be searching for. And you can use these to look at things that are coming up, and you can comment on videos and things that where your ideal clients are hanging out. And it's not, you don't need to be spammy or anything like that and say like, oh, you know, I got this thing, come and follow me or anything like that. But you could, if someone's talking about something similar to what you do, there's no harm in you commenting on it and agreeing with them and saying, yeah, absolutely, this is exactly what I say. I've got a similar channel and I do blah, 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 blah. So you're just giving your opinion and your input, and you're doing it in an engaging, conversational way, rather than sort of saying, spamming and saying, hey, there's my link, come and follow me, blah, blah, blah. It's just getting into conversations, appreciating that person who you commented on their video, making a point of appreciating that, and just putting your input, but sort of kind of at the same time saying, yeah, this is what I do, or, you know, I really like that you do that, this is what I do, that kind of thing. So you can do it that way. You can do it on Instagram. You can use the hashtags to go through and, you know, comment on people's pages. If you keep popping up every now and again, really interested in certain potential clients or anything like that, it's only going to be so long before they start getting engaged back. They might be a bit cautious at first and thinking, oh, who is this? What's their game? Why are they messaging me all the time? But then before long, when they genuinely see that you're just being friendly, they'll start interacting, and then people get curious then and start being nosy, and they might give you a follow back. They might start seeing your stories, and that's when they'll start, you know, oh, actually, these ladies are advertising a freebie sales funnel. And that, I think I could really do with that. So you need to track them in first, engaging conversations, interacting. If it's Facebook, so I've given you examples on YouTube, I've given you examples on Instagram. If I'm giving you an example on Facebook too, I might as well. You can go into other groups where you know your ideal clients, potential clients hang out, and you could be showing up in there as a really helpful, friendly person, engaging and just be known. Because then when something pops up, if you're popping up all the time answering things to do with your niche, then it's only a certain amount of time before some people are going to start remembering you for that. And then they're going to be like, oh yeah, when they see someone talking about that, they're going to be like, I know, this person is really good at that. Sorry, my husband's just walked in right in the middle of this recording, so sorry if you can hear that. I'm not recording this all over again. So yeah, that's basically the third way. So number one is, you can hear my puppy running around now as well. So number one is basically hashtags on Instagram. Use them, really use them to your advantage, and check the insights as well to see what's working. Number two is set up a sales funnel. And like I said, I'll tell you at the end how you can get your hands on my sales funnel guide. And number three is basically interact. Make sure you're interacting across all of these platforms. I really hope you found those tips really useful. And if you want more information and tips, you can sign up to my email list actually and receive any one of my freebies. I've got quite a few of them there. So to have a look at my freebies, there's sales funnel guides, there's more guides about how to get more visible on social media. There's workbooks even. I've got free workbooks on how to get more freedom, flexibility from your business. There's so much there. So just when you finish this video, just head on over to my channel, look at the banner across the top of my channel, and you'll see a little arrow pointing to the freebies. Go and check out my freebies, guys, because honestly, there's so much value there to be had. Really hope you have a brilliant day. Lots of love. See you soon.